Merry Christmas, everyone! Hello, so my name is Utkalika Sharma and I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus and I make videos about him. And today I would like to talk about Christmas. And as you have seen in the title and the thumbnail itself, it's about what if your Christmas is not going well? What if you are having a bad Christmas? Because you see, I was not born into Christianity, I was a Hindu, and what have seen growing up as a Hindu, I had seen, and even now in the culture, I see just Christmas feels like this happy and this happy festival and cakes and gifts, lights, candles, Christmas tree, Santa Claus, everything. Okay, and Christmas has become this festival which is celebrated not just by Christians but almost by everyone. And there is this pressure. I, as a Christian, if you are a Christian, you can relate to this. This is for you. I understand that we can feel this pressure to, you know, have this image that it's just happy, we are having cakes and chicken and everything. And then even if you are not a Christian, even I know a lot of people who are not Christians and they do so much for Christmas. And even as a non-Christian, if you are feeling the pressure to put up this happy front, you don't have to. Okay, it's just like I said in the video, that in the title, what if your Christmas is not going well? What if you are having a bad Christmas, not a Merry Christmas? A sad Christmas, not a Merry Christmas. So Jesus was not, I mean, of course, this Christmas is about Jesus and how he was born into this world for our sake. And he was not born in this, of course, it's a matter of joy for all of us. And not all of us have families to celebrate with. Not all of us not are even safe. We don't know how many people who are Christians or non-Christians who are suffering on this Christmas, how many Christians are being persecuted on Christmas itself, how many people who don't have food, who don't have money to celebrate, who don't have money to give gifts to their loved ones, who don't even have loved ones to celebrate this with, who are humiliated, rejected, questioned. And amidst of all of that, we still feel the pressure to just have this Merry Christmas. Not blaming culture. If you are celebrating it, if you are happy, great. You should be. Okay, but if you are not, then no judgment. Okay, and in those situations, it can feel like God doesn't understand. Like God just made this Christmas and He expects us to just be happy and everything. How? So during this time, I was comforted by the birth of Jesus itself, because when Jesus was born, he was not born into this royal household and in this private, luxurious hospital by expert doctors. None of that. He was born into poverty, in poverty, where yes, and Mary, the mother of Jesus, she was literally the mother of the Christ, and that was the first Christmas the Christ was born. And look at how it went for her. She was this unmarried young girl, and she said when the angel came to her saying that you will give birth to a child, she said that I have never known a man. How would I give birth? And miraculously, Jesus was conceived, which is great. Okay, which is salvation for all of us. And think about how it was for Mary. Yes, it was the greatest honor. It must have been such a great honor to be. It must imperfect Christmas. It was the greatest honor to be the mother of the Savior of the world, yet at the same time, Israel, how offensive it is, like to be unmarried and be pregnant. I'm not judging if that's you. It's just, it is morally wrong, and yet it wasn't for Mary because she, it was a miraculous pregnancy, okay? But the shame that comes with it, the lack of safety that comes with it. In Israel, you could have been killed for being a mother while being unmarried, and she was humiliated. Like it must have caused so much shame, so much fear in her, and even the moment of giving birth to the child himself. I know for myself, if I would have been in her place, I would have been like, God, I am your servant, and I am going to do something so great for you, and you are not even providing a proper decent hotel for me, like not even a room, a basic room, a manger. That's where I will give birth to your son. I wouldn't say I would be right by saying that, but it would definitely cross my mind. And we cannot say that Mary would not have thought that. And imagine being Joseph. You are a young man and you are engaged to someone, and she says she is pregnant, and you are not, though. You never knew each other intimately. And she's saying it is the one who blessed me with this child. And how, of course, Joseph received assurance through angels that we know, and yet how confusing it must have been for him. At the same, and now that he's still coming to peace with all of this, and amidst of all of this chaos, his wife is going to give birth to a child, and he's knocking on everyone's door, asking for a room for the child to be born. And he's the man who is supposed to provide, and he's trying. Yet, all of this uncertainty, all of this pain, Jesus was born. The king, yet born in a manger. And he wasn't born into this perfect life. He was not born into being loved and adored by everyone. He was born into rejection, to neglect, not by the parents, but by human beings, and to pain. Pain that came to Mary, every pain that came to Jesus, that happened because of the abandonment of the people. And today, if you are feeling abandoned, if you are poor, if you are alone, if you are in pain, Christmas is for you. Okay, Christ is for you. He's not just this distant savior. Well, I was born for you, celebrate. He just know that Jesus knows. Okay, Jesus knows how you feel. Of course, through empathy, but also because he felt that, and he felt all of that for you and for me. So if you are not feeling so merry, if you are not feeling happy, if you have faced a great loss or something, Christmas is still for you, okay? And Christ is still for you. He came not so that you would put up this perfect front of happy Christmas. He did not come so that you would have to buy gifts and give it to everyone. He came as a gift for you. Well, I was born, now go and celebrate. No. So that today he can be with you. Okay, today in everything that you are going through, happiness, celebration, let's say you got a promotion. In everything, he wants to be with you. And that's why he came to this world. And he came on this day. Although we don't know historically the exact date, this is the date that we have accepted to be the birthday of Jesus. So, yeah. And the story of Joseph is also comforting because I know that mostly I address to the Christians and to just people in general, but what if you are a father or a mother and this is Christmas, you are supposed to provide for your family and maybe you don't have enough. You are trying but you don't have enough. What if the or a mother, I'm not the provider yet, maybe the provider is sick or they are trying, they are not able to, and the children want dresses or all of that, and you are not able to give that to them and it breaks your heart. Let's say you are a child and you want gifts on Christmas, but your family doesn't have it, and you are having to adjust, you're having to be resourceful. Maybe you want a new dress and you don't have it. You can relate to Jesus. Like, he was not provided with everything he needed when he was born, and it was the most special Christmas, right? The first Christmas, and this is how it went. If and God still accepted Joseph as Jesus still accepted Joseph as his father, right? And if he accepted him, he will also accept you, if you are a Christian or not. I don't deny the calling we have to serve God, to reach out to this world, to show people Jesus, to show them, to share the gospel. That's there. That's undeniable. But this is also there. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Keep watching to know more about Jesus.